Oh, it's another Friday and it's another kit launch. Everything at the moment is getting me more excited for the 23-24 season to start. Just to get Eddie Howe's mags back, I couldn't resist going to buy it. Yes, the away shirt has been released by the club. This one's going to split opinion, I think. I really, really do. For some, it's going to fall into that too jazzy category. For some, it's going to fall into that absolutely hideous, do not want that anywhere near my wardrobe category. And for some people, it might fall into that very alternative, very unusual. I like that. Some people might just prefer the colour green to any other colour. But we are going to discuss it. We're going to discuss my thoughts. We're going to discuss the shirt on a very, very short video. You can probably guess my opinion. But if you are curious about what I think on it and a little bit more information, do us a favour, Newcastle fans. Make sure you stick around. Welcome back to another video on the channel, Newcastle fans. My second in the same night. My God, are you lucky on a Friday or unlucky? Or does that say more about how sad my life is on a Friday night to be making 2 YouTube videos and numerous posts on social media? Probably gives me something to think about. But if you do like my videos getting churned out, you have got 2 in 24 hours because this was dropped. There was rumours it was going to come, but there was no leak as such. There was no imagery leak of any of the players with it on. The photo itself did do the rounds. But before I get into this and what I think on it, do us a favour, Newcastle fans, drop that like, drop that subscribe. A little like takes no effort at all, and a subscribe, they are on the up. And you might like some videos I'm posting in the future. You might not, but by subscribing, it's not like you're signing my life away. I'm not one of these YouTubers who gives you a 99 pence membership so I can rinse you for that £1 a month. Just whack the subscribe. If you don't like us in a couple of weeks, whack the unsubscribe. That's what I would prefer. Take a risk. So do that. And the other video I'm talking about, Saudi Arabia potentially coming to St James's Park for a friendly. I've just posted a video earlier tonight talking about that and giving my opinions on it. So go down and check that one out. So, let's get into the video. Yes, of course, the Newcastle shirt, if you can see it, I don't know how my tripod set up, the whole thing has been launched today. As soon as I saw it, I liked it, but my opinion on football tops, away shirts is quite, maybe you could say alternative. So I like away shirts to be totally random. I really do. I think an away shirt gives a club an opportunity to stand out first and foremost, because when you go into a stadium that's maybe wearing white or black, you know, the ones that clash with our home shirt, you want to stand out and you want to look different, and you also want a shirt to be memorable because you know the Newcastle home shirts are always going to be black and white. That's our colours. So the away shirt gives that little bit of opportunity for creativity, and this is fucking creative. You've got like patterns going across. You know, if I looked at that after 6 or 7 pints, I'm probably going to be running to chuck my guts up in the toilet. It's all over the place. You've got this way, that way, small, zigzag, left, right. It's like a maze. It's a bit trippy. Might make you feel like you had more than just a couple of pints. Something a bit more illegal, if you catch my drift, if you stared at that for too long. But as soon as I saw it, I liked it. I like the colour green. I like how it's got the black and white trim going around the collar, just so that home shirt aspect is thrown in, the colours that make us who we are. Not so much a fan of this, but I will never be a fan of the Noon badge. I think it is absolutely vile, and if anyone watching this video can offer some tips on how to get that off. Maybe there's no green under there, I'm assuming there probably isn't, but my God, does that yellow against the green look disgusting. The seller badge is black on this one. It's not black and white like what we know on the home one. I think black and white would have actually looked quite good. But, interestingly, I'm not going to come that close to the camera. Guess what is on this? Guess what might cause another shitstorm? UNTTED. That's right, it's a double T again. So let's see whether this one gets the same outcry that the home shirt one got, because I think that's been forgotten about now. Funny that. A couple of YouTubers do a video, stand outside Castor, nothing gets spoken about it since, no word from the club, nothing like that, and it's all done and dusted. So, yeah, that one's done, but it is on there again. So if you weren't happy about the home shirt, I'm not going to advise that you go for this one for 70 English pounds. It is a lot of money, and if that really bothered you, firstly, I'm going to say get a bit of a grip. it's happened on loads of shirts, and I'm not going to get into that argument again. But yes, that is the case on this one. But I love it. And yes, for some people, is the elephant in the room that it's Saudi Arabian themed? Well, I'm going to bring out that elephant in the room. I'm going to say it. Of course it is. And if you're avoiding telling yourself that, Newcastle fans, because you're all for the takeover, for the benefits it's bringing us as a football club, but you're still not a huge fan of the Saudi links, you're going to have to accept that this has been modelled around a Saudi home shirt. They wore one at the World Cup when they beat Argentina. It looked very similar in terms of its colour patterns on the front, its green colour patterns. This is designed with intention to appeal to the masses in Saudi Arabia, so we will keep growing our interest, our fan base and our revenue in what is quite a large country. So yes, that's going to be in there, but I like to look at this shirt not from, oh, I'm getting the Saudi kit. That's not what that is. This is still a Newcastle top. There's not a Saudi badge there. It's a Newcastle shirt. If I'd have seen this Newcastle shirt 6 years ago under Mike Ashley as one of the Puma ones, would I have liked it? Yes, of course I would. As I said at the start of this video, because I like these quirky Newcastle tops. Finer details on this kit. If you do come quite close to some of the zigzags, you can actually see Newcastle's groundsman cutting the grass on the shirt. Haha, just joking. Just joking. Of course, I'm just yanking your chain. But yes, it does obviously resemble the green grass of some stadiums around the country. And that brings me on to my next point. The design. Now, how did they come up with the design of this top? Well, it does make me wonder. Have the Newcastle bosses just sort of sat round at a table and gone, do you know what? We had the dark arts accused of us a lot last season. The dark arts from the Jurgen Klopps and the Ten Hags. Let's go one better. Let's make our kit so camouflaged to blend into that pitch that we really give them something to whinge about. Some serious dark arts, dodging offsides, dodging VAR decisions, sneaking in round the back post because we can't get spotted against the pitch. Imagine. I mean, there hasn't been any photo imagery inside the stadium of this, but I imagine if there was, you're not going to see anything but the Cellar badge, the Newcastle badge and the Castor badge and that awful yellow on the arm from Bruno and Isaac. And I even went through the effort from the other social media channels of putting that together to see what that would look like. Yeah, as I just touched on, the price is £70. It's not, these aren't the cheapest, and I know for people to now have the home and away, and of course there's going to be a third shirt. We're just waiting for that. That might be probably launched once the season is about to start, maybe the weekend of the Aston Villa game, to sell that one on the day of the game, or the friendly tournament that's being rumoured. That would make sense, because there's going to be 30, 40, 50,000 people in for that tournament where we're being rumoured to play Fiorentina, Villarreal, I can't remember the third team, but that would make sense. So there's going to be another one coming. I totally understand fans and families and unemployed and all this sort of stuff. We are in hard times at the moment, and £140 on 2 football tops. I haven't got the Champions League badge, which kills me a little bit because I was rushed from work to get this. I just picked it up just as the shop was closing. I mean, on the dot as the club shop was closing, so I didn't get a chance for that. I'll get that added on, but that's another whack of money. But Newcastle fans, I'm going to wrap this video because I'm not going to talk too long about a shirt on a video. You'll probably get a little bit bored if I keep on yabbiting on. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm going to say beautiful. I am going to say the word beautiful, Newcastle top. Let us know whether it's a bit of you. Are you going to be chucking £70 in, or are you going to be looking at a bit of a dodgy one on, am I allowed to say DH Gate on a YouTube video, or will I get pulled for promotion? Oh well, I've just said it, so if you don't see this face anymore, it's because I've just promoted a dodgy site. Let us know whether you're going to be chucking your money at it. I really like it, and I cannot wait to see Jurgen Klopp and co whinging about the fact that they cannot see Newcastle players if we go somewhere like Anfield and take the points.